My head. Did anyone see where that rolling...
Before all this Orsinium nonsense, people used to respect the privacy of the noble recluse. Congratulations, you found me. What are you? Another lovelorn cub trying to win the affection of an orc who's too good for you? Away with you! My ale takes months to brew, and I won't part with what I have left so you can have an evening of passion. Orcs aren't worth their weight in Horker stew without a romantic urge and a healthy taste for good ale. But yes, my special brew has been known to accentuate the urge, especially in women. That's why I stay out here and keep my batches small. What's so... Listen here, outsider. I use only the finest ingredients and freshest spring water to brew my ale. Not to mention the 7 secret spices and the 100-year-old yeast I inherited from my mother. It packs a kick and does the trick. Rare Nord. Is this? It is. I've heard of Volyard's buzzed mead, but I've never had the opportunity to try it. All right, fine, let's trade. I wonder if they really put a bee in the bottle. Volyar's buzzed mead! Listen, it actually buzzes! I can't wait to take a swig.
Oh, my head. Hey! Where's my brother? Have you seen Raynor anywhere around here?
So many bees!
Oh, that's just great. I fall unconscious for a moment or two and Raynor runs off into the wilderness without me. It was that dwarven power core you got for us in Zithganthars. Raynor had to go and tinker again. That's always how the trouble starts. He decided to rebuild one of those dwarven sphere things. And of course he had to make alterations. Nothing's ever good enough as it is for my brother. The sphere went berserk and knocked me out. And now Raynor's missing. This is bad. Really bad. They could be anywhere. Raynor probably went after the dwarven sphere to keep it from causing more damage. Oh, I know. I think there's a way you can follow the sphere too. Find his latest tinker project and you'll find Raynor, guaranteed. Take this. Raynor has a technical name for it, but I call it a lightning prod. My brother uses it to control dwarven constructs, but it can also be used to track a construct's energy discharge. Look for a place where the sphere expended a lot of energy, like by that burning wreckage over there. Then just take out the lightning prod, and you should get an indication of where the sphere went next. I'll gather up Raynor's tinkering tools and follow you. Once I catch up, we can help Raynor disable that rolling monstrosity. But don't wait for me! Raynor needs you. Now get going!
This isn't good. The sphere's core is deteriorating at an alarming rate. If I don't reach it soon... oh, hello there. Nothing to see here. Feel free to move along. We can catch up later, say, back in Orsinium, over drinks. Kirith? Then the sphere didn't hurt her too badly? Thank the three for that. Wait a moment. Is that the modified energy detection and absorption rod? It is! That's just what we need to repair the sphere. I think Kirith refuses to employ the correct terminology just to annoy me. But I suppose that's what sisters do. No matter, though. She always comes through in the end. Now that we have the rod, we can repair the sphere and set things right. Disable my latest creation? After I went to all this trouble? Why in the world would we do that? It will be a simple enough matter to use the rod to absorb the power core's excess energy. Then the sphere should settle down and behave. But when it comes to Dwemer technology, everything is theoretical. But I am an expert on the subject, so my theories are better than most. The faulty power core drove the sphere crazy with excess energy. Once we drain that energy, it will be fine. Exactly! Use the rod to detect the sphere's energy discharge and expose an afterimage. You can follow that directly to the sphere. When you find the sphere, use the rod to drain the excess... Bad, as in really bad. If I know my... Bad, as in...
We followed after you as fast as we could. What happened to the sphere? And what's with all these fires? Was anyone hurt? Oh, Mother Morrow... Well, thank the three for that. Raynor still has an insane notion that he can repair the crazed construct. But after seeing this, I'm even more determined to make sure the sphere is destroyed. At least it didn't attack you. You need to use the prod again and find it before it does any more damage to the countryside. Raynor and I will make sure these hunters are all right. It's the least we can do. Then we'll follow after you. Once the sphere is destroyed, I'll feel a lot better. Until then...
this land inspires me. I already have enough ideas to fill an entire book of poetry. Famous? Perhaps. Some people like my poems, and that is enough for me. But you want an orc poem. What particular topic intrigues you? War? A love for an orc? Are we talking about the same orcs? The violent, bad-tempered, warlike people? Those orcs? I'm not certain they write about love. Certainly not like the Bretons or Nords. Perhaps I could interest you in a Wrothgar love sonnet. Let me think. Oh, of course. Have you heard the poem about the warrior and the axe she loves? Ode to a battle axe, I believe it is called. I suppose I could change a word or two, and it might suffice for your purposes. Indubitably. I'll just change my axes to my lady loves, and fills me with a lust for blood becomes fills me with a lust for you. Not up to my usual standards, but I think you'll agree that it has a certain...
stupid sphere rolled right up to my stupid brother like nothing happened. It's like it thinks it's his damn pet or something. A dangerous, demented pet made out of metal and gears, but a pet all the same. Of course I think it needs to be destroyed. Don't you? This time my brother tinkered around with something that was extremely dangerous. We're just lucky nobody was seriously injured by that thing. My brother rarely agrees with me about anything. Why should this time be any different? But the point of the matter is that we need to destroy that construct. If you talk to him, I'm sure you can get him to see the logic in that. Just give me the lightning prod and I'll take care of it. If I drain off its remaining energy, the gears will fuse and the construct will become permanently inert. Then it'll be nothing more than a large metal doorstop.
Look at this little guy. He's not a metal monster, no matter what Kirith may think. He was just drunk on the excess energy the damaged power core was giving off. I'll have him fixed up in no time. Of course! Why would I want to do anything else? With a few minor adjustments, this little sphere will be as good as new. My sister. I suppose she wants to destroy the poor thing. Hit it. That's her solution to every problem. But important research can be dangerous. Real scholars understand and accept that. Just give me the lightning prod. Wait! Where are you going? Come back, little construct.
Really? That was your plan? Let my brother fix the homicidal construct? You should have just given a sharp axe to an angry orc. No, don't worry about it. This kind of thing happens to us all the time. I'll take care of it. If you hear a loud boom in the distance, it was probably us. But thanks anyway.
You were the one who helped Lieutenant Fairfax and the guard at Hill Park.
The city's construction has begun. So far, things are coming along nicely.
Hold, outsider! I bring a message from the king!
This work never ends.
King Kurog requests the honor of your presence, outsider. My beloved awaits your arrival at the keep, so do not linger. His dark mood is bad enough without you disappointing him as well. Of course I know what the king wants. He wants to see you, immediately. Do you have any other pointless questions you'd like me to answer for you? Outsider, my apologies. The king's mood has set everyone on edge. You could literally cut the tension in the court with a knife, and I fear it will get worse before it gets better. Go, talk to the king. Perhaps you can raise his low spirits. Go! Have you no sense of urgency? My beloved's mood has already grown dark. Don't add to his anger as well, outsider. Why? Why does the sun rise and fall each day? Why do the spring rains eventually free us from winter's icy grip? The king is angry, and like any force of nature, he refuses to be denied. Well, yes! Of course something did. Go and speak to the king, outsider. I prefer you hear the news from his mouth instead of from mine.
Have you come for my cheese? That seems to be the only thing anyone ever wants to talk to me about these days. That old hearthwife's tale again. Yes, Wooly here gives the best milk in 7 strongholds. And yes, Wooly's milk makes the most delicious and smooth and creamy cheese in all of Wrothgar. But its amorous attributes have been greatly exaggerated. Well, I didn't say that. The quality of Wooly's milk, combined with my secret processes, does add a tinge of arousal with every bite you take. But cheese, even my cheese, won't make an orc fall in love with you. It's not magica, you know. Curdled mammoth cheese? That's a Nord delicacy. I mean, I suppose that would be a fair trade. Just remember that Wooly's cheese can be rather potent. A little goes a long way when it comes to romancing an affectionate orc.
You make more noise than a mountain bear in heat. I heard you coming from an arrow's flight away, and I smelled you from 2. Is there something I can do for you? Perfume? Orcs don't wear perfume. Only Bretons and fancy elves enjoy that flowery stank. Why in the world would you think I wear perfume? Rigert? The Nord ambassador? He seemed friendly enough. We met while I was visiting with my clan chief. What's this really all about? Tell me and maybe— That sly dog, I knew he liked Lazditha. But the only perfume an orc woman loves is the smell of battle and the scent of our enemy's blood. An orc chief often fights a powerful foe before wooing a wife. My chief reeked when he asked for my hand. As a matter of fact, I've been tracking the Great Bear Norgim for days. It's smart and strong, definitely worthy of Lazditha. Norgim hunts in the nearby streams. Get some of that stink on Rigger?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My friend, well, that is most excellent news. Rigard's heart dances like the patrons in the fire pit of the Flaming Netch. How did everyone like my Nordic gifts? Were they excited beyond all thought and reason? Really? That indicates that everything will turn out well. It must have been a queen bee they put into the mead. But Ambassador Lazduthar will be here any moment. She said woolly crab cheese, special ale.
Ambassador Rigard, I have those documents. Is this a good time?
Ah, my sweet Lazduthar. Rigard has gifts for you, ripe with orcish affection.
Ambassador Rigard, this is highly inappropriate. Wait, is that a chater cheese I smell?
My sweet, my blade, my lady love. Your pommel fits my hand like an armored glove. I promise to never let our attraction dull, even when we've crushed his skull.
Ambassador Rigard, I can't abide such behavior.
But, my jade goddess, I don't understand.
Oh, Rigard, pay no attention to Lazduthar. You've won my heart with your gifts of affection.
Ulfala, this is most confusing. Rigard had no idea you had such feelings.
How could I not? After all, you completed the ancient marriage proposal. We're engaged now.
Rigard never expected... Wait, what?
Buying, selling, trading. I thought orcs could handle their liquor drunk.
Merchandise.
Have you ever looked at these statues? I mean, really looked at them. Legends carved into bronze or stone. The work of hundreds of hours, likely crafted by people who didn't know a thing about their subject matter. And for what purpose, do you think? And who decides who we honor and remember? The victors, of course, for they get to write the history. But there are two sides to every story. No one remembers the losers. They fought for what they believed in and failed, and so they are forgotten. To the vanquished, this isn't a statue of a hero. It's a tribute to a tyrant. Many see me in the same way, a tyrant, forcing my ideas upon the people. They say I'm wrong, that I'll destroy the Orsimer. They seek to turn everyone against me. I get reports, things my advisors think I need to know. One report claims that the Wood Elf is keeping company with Bosrog. When two of my scouts confronted her, she killed them both. I'm concerned that Bosrog has turned Eveli against us. Eveli aids my enemy. The Wood Elf has chosen the wrong side. I worry that you might follow her example. But I have a moot to prepare for.
Are you? Yes, I'm sure you are. I have a message for you. I thought that was you when I saw you enter the keep. You were in there so long, though, I was beginning to think you'd never come back out. It's scary, isn't it? Malakath this and Trinimac that, and all that talk about traitors in the court. Right. A little wood elf gave it to me. Described you to a turn and asked me to deliver this letter. Not sure why she was hiding under that hood, or why she spoke with a funny accent. But I haven't met that many wood elves, so... As a matter of fact, although it didn't make a lick of sense to me, she said the letter itself wasn't important. She said that what really matters is the beginning of every thought. Maybe you'll understand it, because I certainly don't. You know, come to think of it, maybe the message is in some kind of code. Hey, maybe someone in the mages... Well, maybe, if there's actually a hidden message and it's not just some weird poem. I have a friend, sort of. Name's Kalina. She just arrived in the Mages Guild, and she's the smartest person I know. She could help you. Probably.
This won't do. This just won't do at all. What were the orcs thinking, giving us this decrepit old building? This is hardly a proper location for the Mages Guild. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there something I can help you with? A coded message? You mean as in spies and such? That's not something I'm usually asked about. Reagents, soul gems, spell. Coded messages, if that's what this is, tend to contain patterns. The message, or the poem in this case, usually doesn't mean anything as a whole. The real message is in the tiny snippet. A bribe? Oh, very well. I accept, but you didn't hear this from me. There's an outlaw den below the city.
I never knew the orcs were capable of building such wonders.
What do you want?
Listen, this one is completely innocent. Do orcs all Khajiit look the same, yes? And I was not in the city earlier today. I was especially nowhere near the marketplace. This one is not the one you are looking for. Codes and languages. This one, interesting, but extremely obvious. You really needed this one's help to decipher this? There are not even any mysterious... No. If this one simply blurts out the answer, then you will have learned nothing. Better to teach you to hunt.
There you hear about the wedding? Magnifica Falora, the one with the missing dowry. Kosh found it, returned it, and now she's agreed to marry him for the future of Tanith for some drivel. Zira thinks our old guildmaster is behind this. Last I saw Zira, she was pacing about in the den, going to put a furrow in the floor if she isn't careful. You sound like Thrag, going on about the whims of nobles. Go ahead, ask him and feel your head start to spin.
Prophet sounds...
Narkagik, have you been drinking again?
What are you talking about? I'm not drunk. I think you're drunk.
Damn moot. First the king invites outsiders, and now this? It's no wonder we don't have any rooms left to rent. Plenty to eat and drink downstairs, though, so feel free to go and bother the bartender. A wood elf and 2 orcs? Sounds like the beginning of a bad limerick. Sorry, we don't see that many of the little elves around here, so I really can't help you. My apologies. I couldn't reveal anything until you said the proper words. Take the stairs down into the storage area. Look for an opening in the wall.
We can't just walk into the Voshrock base.
We have to find out what the Voshrock have planned. If we wait for them to strike, it will be too late.
Whatever they're planning, it's going to happen soon. They just about told me as much when they threw me into my own prison.
Maybe we should have left you in there. For all we know, you deserve to be in prison.
Listen to me, Elf. I didn't attack anyone. I left Orsinium and they ambushed me.
I sent you to rescue the Chief Everlee. I wouldn't have done that if I believed he was guilty.
You lied to us, High Priestess. You knew who you were sending us to rescue the entire time. This feels like one giant trap, and we walked right into it.
Ah, you found us. I'm sorry that Everlee is upset, but I did what had to be done. Please, let's talk. I know you have questions, and you're probably just as angry with me as Everlee, but please hear me out, I beg you. There are deadly plots unfolding, and we're all in terrible danger. I withheld certain details, yes, but I had good reasons. If cultists killed Basrag in Trinimak's name, it would have started a civil war. And if Kurog found out you were trying to rescue Basrag, you would never have been allowed to leave the city. Basrag's shield wife approached me after the Voshrak attacked Farron's stronghold. She knew the king would do nothing for those who didn't accept his rule. Chief Basrag was ambushed at the same time the temple was being attacked. Someone wanted to blame Basrag for the Malakath fanatics, while also removing the chief from the battlefield. It was a brilliant plan. Fortunately, you were able to foil it. And now, thanks to Basrag, we know what the Voshrak are planning next. The Voshrak want to make a statement, something big. Basrag thinks it involves the Moot, where all the chiefs will be gathered. We need more information. Someone needs to enter the old Trinimak temple to the west and learn more about their plans. I'll send scouts ahead, but you'll need to get inside and do whatever it takes to uncover the exact nature of their plan. Lives are at stake, remember that. Now please, talk to Everlee. We need... You two have your orders. Scout the temple exterior. The others will join you shortly.
Finally! Something to do that doesn't involve a message.
I hate this situation. I really do. Being a hero, that's supposed to be pure and honest. Good is good and evil is evil, you know what I mean? But nothing here is clear-cut. I can't tell the good guys from the bad. I'm not even sure whose side I'm on anymore. When Bazrog and I sneaked into the city, 2 guards got lucky and happened to be in the right place at the right time. They attacked. But I killed 2 guards who were just doing their job. They probably have loved ones, pets. I don't know if I can do this. I knew you were going to say that. I can do that.
More cool wares are now at the fort. Now I see people willing to spend. Do you not agree?
Entrance has to be somewhere in those hills.
It's certainly well hidden. If Bazrug lied to us, then we're probably about to meet with horrible, horrible deaths.
I've got good news, disappointing news, and downright awful news. The good, Bazrog's instructions were easy to follow. The disappointing, I have no idea how to find the entrance, and there's no way to get inside without being attacked once we do. I lost a bet with Talvia, and now I owe him a traditional Valenwood dinner. You know, the kind wood elves like to eat. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes what kind of meat he's eating. It'll be priceless. Yeah, I guess I just needed to get out of the city. I was seriously depressed when I wound up on the King's Most Wanted list. Thanks for pushing me. Infiltrating a cult is certainly better than hiding in a hole someplace. Well, with all the runners we spotted, we know we're in the right place. We just need to find a way to get inside without being noticed. You know, we might be able... Well, a few of the masked cultists passed this way a little while ago. Then we heard a large commotion over there to the west. I can't be sure, mind you, but I think those Voshrock might have... Well, they could have walked into an... Talvia thinks... Well, he thinks that the group might have walked into an Acharter mating ritual. The sounds from the west, the screams. Ifri's bow, the noise was horrible. Then it got real quiet. I don't think it went well for the cultists. Just don't get...
Yeah! Yeah!
You're late. The others have already gone inside. Get a move on. Where have you been, Overseer? Go to the chamber.
This illusion is so weird. It looks like I'm wearing robes, but I feel so... Honey, looks like you found an amulet.
Like the time I licked one of our great hists. I feel so... exposed.
It's merely an illusion bound to the amulet.
Looks like you found an amulet too. But tell me, was I right? Well, the illusion seems... This place is enormous. Good idea. And let's not take too long. Lives are depending on us. Stay safe. Flies and I will meet up with you later.
We can do this. We just sneak in, find out what we need to know, and get out. It's the whole reason I came to Wrothgar. To show that I can fight. To prove myself, to my family, to everyone. I'm more than just a scribe destined to spend his whole life behind a desk. Oh, that's where you're wrong, my friend. I come from a long line of warriors and mages, but most of my family considers me to be the tarnished fruit on the tree of golden. I knew you'd understand. When your father is a royal mage, your mother is one of the Queen's Guard, and your sister almost single-handedly won the Battle of Sunken Spire, well, let's just say, I've got a lot to live up to. Now, let's go do this!
Trinimac, hear our prayer. Guide our weapons and alert us to all dangers. Grant us the courage to complete the trial you place before us.
That doesn't sound good. I thought we were just spying on a meeting.
You, the chosen of the Vashrak, have shown bravery against the Malakath heretics, even going so far as to invade the temple. But one challenge remains. A challenge to test you, to select the most worthy for our most important mission. Now choose a scroll and select a blessing to help you in your ordeal. Elder Azul will answer any questions you have. Now, in Trinimac's name, may you find great honor or an honorable death.
You stand among the holy words of Trinimac. Read the scrolls carefully and choose a blessing to help you in the coming trial. The mission before us requires the best the Vashrak has to offer. This trial will determine those select few through a test of wits, speed, and strength. Trinimac himself will winnow the iron from the ore. Oh, the details are the purview of those who complete the last part of the trial. That's a strange question for someone who holds your rank. Haven't you learned this much already? Patience, Overseer. All will be revealed in good time. First, complete the trials and prove your worth in this endeavor. Then...
I don't think this is just some routine meeting. What in Akatosh's name are they talking about? A trial? Trinimac's blessing? My father always says, the rabble face death every day, while the brave always find a way to defeat it. I've never been exactly sure. Yes. Yes, I do. This is what I came...
Have you studied the scrolls? Do you know the words of Trinimac, and are you... So, which blessing have you decided upon? Will you accept the blessing? Then let Trinimac's swiftness guide you through the gauntlet.
Listen well, for I do not like to repeat myself. To unlock the door, you need to activate the 4 switches. The Vosh rock inside will try to stop you. You will be timed. If you take too long, the switches reset and you will need to begin again. Others may pass you and take the position you fight for. And don't worry about killing anyone. Trinimac favors the victorious in battle. If followers fall, your time starts now. Time starts. time starts now.
It was tough, but we made it. I knew we could do it. You did great back there. I have to say, I'm impressed. Just give me a moment to catch my breath. It might be an illusion, but I'm sweating like an orc under here. We did, didn't we? I'm pretty sure that was because the Voshrak were busy trying to deal with you. I'm beginning to understand why Everlee admires you so much. The Council, right. I wonder what they're going to ask us to do as our final test. Whatever it is, we can't hesitate. Lives are...
I see how you completed the gauntlet so quickly. Your disguise is not needed here. I know who you are. You show great courage to stand before us. But what are you truly willing to sacrifice? Are your intentions as pure as ours? We've donned the false god's armor, attacked and killed true believers within a sacred temple, all for the sake of the sacred plan. Will you make that same sacrifice? Your final test starts now. Are you here to harm us or to join us? To make the Awesomers stronger than they ever imagined? Show us where your loyalty lies. Spill the blood of your ally in Trinimac's name and display your true devotion.
Hey, my amulet stopped working. And did they just say something about spilling my... Oh my. You're not considering following through with this, are you? That's insane!
Make your choice. Stop us. Our war.
Other side!
waiting. I'll ward the door while you search the room. Find out what they're planning. Then go and let the others know. I'll stay here and ward the doors.
There you are. I was beginning to get worried about you. We've found out some... Where's Talvia? All by himself? Are you sure he can handle that? What am I saying? Of course you're sure. We managed to find out that the attack on the temple was a ruse perpetrated by the Vosh Rock. That was right before our amulet stopped working. Yeah, I was suddenly as naked as an ash tree that had lost its last leaf of the season. Good thing we stashed our gear nearby. Anyway, the temple attack was all to place the blame on Basrog. The chief is innocent. I didn't help a murderer. That's something, but not enough to provide the edge we were hoping for. We'll just have to be careful. Anyone could be working with the Voshrock. Lies and I will go warn Chief Basrog.
You
should
can't
have
lock
thought
us
about
out of
that
our
before
inn.
you helped
That's
the enemies of our
tyrannical.
Now get out of my way
I'm
before I
going to
toss
knock
you
you
in a
off
cell
of there.
too. Count on it.
Damn soldiers and their damn rules. How infuriating! I don't even like the place that much, but I'll be damned if I let them toss me out of my own inn. The closer the city, Orsimer soldiers barged into our inn and kicked us out. Now they won't let anyone back in. They decided to detain some of our patrons, including your friends. In fact, the little wood elf showed up right before the soldiers did. The soldiers placed guards at all the exits, even the back one. Damned if I know how they found out about that. The soldiers won't let anyone in until they finish the king's work. Whatever. I should have known that hiding folks in our inn would eventually bite us in the arse. This is ridiculous, though. They sent an entire squad of soldiers to lock down one inn. You'd think we were the damn Winterborn or something. Haven't you and your friends caused us enough trouble already? All right. If you get me my inn back, I'll try to forget that any of this ever happened. So, how can I help? Well, there might be a way. There was a merchant here earlier. Smelled like fermented echater cheese that was left out in the sun. But he was awfully friendly with the soldiers. Maybe a little too friendly, if you catch my meaning. To be honest, I was kind of busy trying to not get arrested at the time. Wait a moment. Yes, I know! He said something about the bathhouse before he left. Anyway, I hope that's where he went. He'll need to soak for hours to get rid of that smell. Never seen her before. I make it a habit to get to know all of the guards and soldiers who come to the inn to unwind. From the look on her face, she hasn't unwound since the king was a cub tied to the Forge Mother's apron. What? You looking to court her or something? If you're so enthralled by Captain What's-Her-Name, I heard her tell a soldier she'd be by the ramparts near the stables. But she's a cold fish. Mark my words. You'd do better fishing in a different pond. That was the first thing they confiscated. It was Sergeant Vulmon. I know him. He's one of our regulars. Usually friendly, leaves an extra gold piece now and again. He's stationed near the King's Corner. That's between you and him. I'll have no...
Finest merchandise around.
I'm sure I had more than this.
What was I thinking coming here? I never should have left all
Someone's deep in their cups again.
Don't you tell me how to drink my life.
You're a little late. They just left me here to die. I was running messages for the cute wood elf and the grumpy orc. When I returned, the soldiers rushed in and stabbed me. They never saw it coming. The soldiers grabbed the orc chief and the elf, took them away by the order of the king. I guess I was just in the way.
Ah, my favorite problem handler has returned. Have you come to see what you accomplished? Thanks to you, the clan chiefs have gathered to hear what I have to say. This is going to be a moot that all of Wrothgar won't soon forget. That sounds serious, but this is a time for celebration. The next age of the Orsimer people begins today. You dare to question my actions? To imply that I don't have the best interests of my people in mind? If you must know, we received word of the location of the traitors. I send my soldiers to capture them for interrogation. What? How dare you spread such false accusations? Has Bosrog filled your head with more of his Malakath lies? I won't hear such things. Not on the verge of my greatest victory. More questions? You're beginning to try my patience. But let's not talk about such matters in front of the clan.
I hear the footsteps of an outsider. Ah, outsider. You never cease to surprise me. I suppose your recent adventures were somewhat trying. Of course, sticking your tusks where they don't belong usually leads to trouble, doesn't it? So proud, so sure, so certain that you do the right thing. But you defy the will of Trinimac and try to stop the inevitable by warning my son. In short, you have begun to annoy me. The Vashrak do exactly what they've been ordered to do. They will eliminate every obstacle that threatens my son. It's time to remove the clan chiefs so that Orsimer unification can begin. This is about survival. Surely you can understand that. No. We're done here. You think you know so much, but you're just grasping at straws. The plan... Let it be known, the outsider who stands before us has betrayed our great... For your actions, I condemn you and your allies to death. A sentence you shall execute by your own hand. May Trinimac guide your blade.
I'm sorry it had to come to this. What I do for the good of the Orsimer people.
Awake? Good. It's about time. I would have been disappointed if you died after I dragged you down here. You learn a lot about healing when you're King Kurog's shield wife. Looks like my skills apply to outsiders as well. But we've wasted enough time. You need to get moving. I admit I never trusted you. But you've helped our people. You deserve better than to fall to the Forge Mother. I dragged you back here before the Vashrak arrived, healed you as best I could. Now get out of here before the soldiers find you. My beloved does what he must to unite our people. You know this is true. You've seen it. The clan chiefs refuse to listen. The chiefs have already headed to the moot, and Vashrak guard the keep. If you want to survive, you have to leave now. I don't want to fight you, but if you decide to go after the king, well, I expected you'd say that. Take this. It will open the cells in the dungeon below the keep. Just take your friends. My beloved believes that this is the only way to accomplish his dream. As his shield wife, I will support him, just as I always have. My beloved doesn't hate Basrag. They were friends once, almost brothers. If anything, he's disappointed in the chief. But Basrag challenges the king. He needs to be removed from the field of battle before he has a chance to disrupt the plan. It worked, didn't it? The chiefs have gathered for the moot, and everything proceeds as planned. As long as you take Basrag with you when you leave, there won't be any reason for more bloodshed. He served his purpose, just like you. No, he hoped that the chiefs would come to believe in his vision, to see the future he imagined just as he did. He never wanted it to come to this. But a king must always do... Why would they do that? They'll see a king who fought the fanatical Vashrak, who tried desperately to save the chiefs against overwhelming odds. When the dust clears, they will love him and stand united beneath his banner for all the world to see. Kurog is my beloved, and I swore an oath to support and protect him. Besides, I believe in the king's dream. The clan chiefs are far from innocent.
Light it up!
Torch it!
Burn it! Light it!
Blade!
We have to stop meeting like this. Maybe next time I could rescue you. What do you say? What in Malakath's name is Kurog up to, I wonder? This is brash, even for him. You better not be pulling my tusk, outsider. I've known Kurog for a long time. We may disagree on certain issues. Then there isn't any time to waste. Give me the key and head for the throne room. There are still...
I wish you had listened to me, but I expected you'd come here.
My beloved says the mood is off limits. I'm sorry it's dangerous. Leave us no choice.
Aid me!
Let me see that. You can get to the mood through the temple. I had no idea that path even existed. You go ahead to the temple and check on the High Priestess. Everly and I have one more place where we can look for some help. I'm well aware of that. I'm counting on the start of the mood to keep them. You've done more. I know you will. How could it not? The temple.
Down, my brothers and sisters. We're in no condition to chase after anyone for a good reason. We need to stay out of their way. This isn't a good time. If this is about that incident with the fanatics, you should take it up with the king. But, no, very well. Not a word.
Help me, please.
Oh, please. The hell.
There she is! Don't let the traitor get away!
Tell the king I'll play no part in his political games. What in Trinamac's name is going on? Why did Kurog send soldiers after me? They acted like I'd done something horrible. I didn't want to show it, but I was frightened for my life. I'm just glad you arrived when you did. Wrothgar? I don't understand. But no, they didn't hurt me. Not for lack of trying, though. So tell me, what kind of trouble are we in now? What a ridiculous notion. Trinamac promotes unity and civilization, not anarchy and violence like those Wrothgar fanatics claim. Dare I ask? Tell me, who do we... We can't allow that to happen. But why have you come to help me? The clan chiefs... There's a path to the moot through the temple.
There she is! My arrow will
Behind
find
you!
its mark.
On the ledges! More soldiers! Quick, let's get...
High Priestess, no!
She's down! Make sure none of her allies survive!
Get the assassin! I'll take Solgra back to the temple. Go!
Stop them! Don't let the traitors get past you! I surrender! I surrender! You killed some of our best soldiers. I know when I'm outmatched. I have my orders. Don't you know that High Priestess Solgra is a criminal, an enemy of the Orsimer? How would I know such a thing? I'm just a simple soldier. I'm not a cultist in disguise. And even if I were, you can't prove a thing. Do with me as you will, outsider. I serve a higher cause. You're going to let me live? The Forge Mother was right. You'll regret letting me live, but I'll enjoy watching the King tear you apart.
They were soldiers. Trying to stop them would have only put us all in danger.
You're cowards. All of you.
Everly, enough. Solgra's gone. More priests getting killed wouldn't have changed that.
I should have been here to save her.
Her death was quick, if that makes you feel any better. What in Malakoth's name happened out there? Solgra didn't deserve this fate. As much as I disagreed with her, she was a good person, a caring person. Kurog has gone too far this time. He has to be stopped. Did Solgra know about the tunnels beneath the temple? Was she able to tell you how we can reach the moot before more people die? This isn't going to be like swimming in mud with the Argonians. We're talking about defying the king. May Trinamac take you to your final reward, High Priestess.
Chief Basra, I thought you were a firm believer in Malakoth.
There is no place for a gentle soul in the Ashen Forge, priest. So why not let Trinamac have her?
Goodbye, my friend. I'm going to miss you.
You'll never find anything in here. Look around and see if you can find something that looks like a hidden passage. You'd think that temple priests would be neater. These manuscripts look everywhere. It'll probably be something odd or out of place, like those switches over there. But this is a library. I'll be a puny dark elf. You found it. I guess we're climbing down that hole.
I knew you could do it. Now let's go stop the king.
Silence, chiefs! Your constant bickering has plagued our people for long enough.
Kurog's belittling the chiefs. They won't stand.
You isolate yourselves in your own strongholds, perpetuating our selfish nature. We must change who and what we are.
Kurog's got a point. We're still going to kill the bastard, right?
I tried to appeal to you as equals, but you refused to listen. I grow tired of arguing with you.
The king cares for our people, and all you do is break his heart.
Murderous king and his lunatic mother. This will be interesting. Light it up! Getting close. Be ready for anything!
Sounds like the time I walked in on an Imga courting ritual.
Set it ablaze! We need to move faster. Kurog's about to start slaughtering the chiefs. Once we get inside, find Kurog and take him down. We need to save as many chiefs as we can. There's still time if we move fast.
There's no lever. They must have shut it from the other side.
Stand aside and let me work. Get ready to get those people out of there.
antiques!
We've been betrayed. Defend yourselves!
Scatter! And now the last guest has a I need you! I'm gonna make you keep those spots fast! Clan chiefs!
I'll go back
over
and help
here!
Chief Barton. Don't get yourself killed without me.
Hurry! This gate is heavier than it looks! As impressive as always, but it doesn't matter. My soldiers are already moving, but even impressive criminals must pay for their crimes. I'm gonna deal with you, personally. Bow before the king of the Orcs! Your death will be quick if you'd stand still!
Sacrifice my life so that you may live!
Mother! I demand a blood price for my mother's death, outsider! You murdered my mother! Mother, grant me your power. May the fires of your forge engulf the traitors. I will send you to the depths of oblivion! You fought valiantly, bravely. Maybe the best display of martial skill I've ever seen. I just wish we weren't forced to become kingslayers. Kurog and his mother are dead, but look at the price he made us pay. The murdered chiefs, but they're just the tip of Malekith's tusk. More orcs will die as they fight to take control of their clans. No. Kurog went from good intentions to madness faster than a hawker swallows a bucket of fish. Killing him was the right thing to do. In the end, he left us no choice. How could it not? Once Kurog was like a brother to me. He was a great orc, a visionary, before his mother corrupted him. Please. Enough talk. I want to be alone for a while. Think about what... May your path to the Ashen Forge be lit with the braziers of courage, my one-time played brother.
The clans. You earned their respect by what you did in there. Follow me. I can lead you back to the keep. The path...
My hunter's brought in an entire
She told
my
my
husband she could marry whoever she wanted.
Toss out the old
Tradition
and
be
in with the
damned.
new.
Can you imagine the chaos? Sometimes I don't know what the king is thinking.
You're just in time. We've finished clearing out the Vashrock, and the remaining chiefs are waiting for me to address them. But word of Kurog's death is spreading through the city. Not completely. I'm sure there are still pockets. Kurog dreamed of a united Orsimer nation. Of all Orc clans standing shoulder to, it will all become clear in time. Right now, I need to talk to the chiefs. You came to Wrothgar to help Kurog unite our people and rebuild this great city. Despite how we got here, you accomplished everything the king asked of you. Now I have a... This last favor is of a more personal nature. I want to give Kurog a proper funeral. I do. Take these notes and deliver them. Everyone should be somewhere. On your way, mostly to people you know. There's Bizra, the chiefs and I. We fought. Kurog struck a deal with High King Emmerich, agreed to support the Breton ruler and Rancer's war in exchange for the return of Wrothgar.
I don't think you... No, I don't want anything. Not from you, not from Chief Bosrog. You just won't take no for an answer.
I'm glad you're here. Saves me the trouble of finding you. The High Priestess was an inspiration. What's this?
I'm glad to see that life still courses through your body. I'd be extremely out of sorts if you turned up dead.
And
Not everyone has the luxury to run off on an adventure whenever the mood takes them. A letter? How intriguing.
I'm going to miss this place. The temple is going to be... What's this? A funeral?
The High Priestess used to study here. Read a book? Damn right. We won, but the High Priestess died. A letter? Isn't that how all this trouble started in the first place?
What is it?
Oh. Well, I'll be a harpy's uncle. I never expected to see you here. Are you a sight for sore eyes? Well, I don't know Chief Boswell. Let me see that. I suppose the job... You couldn't take a moment.
No sad faces. Not in here. This was Korog's happy place, and that's how it's going to stay. A funeral? I'll give you a bottle of Korog's favorite ale. I'll give you a whole damn barrel of the stuff. But only if you let me attend.
You walked into the Crypt of Hearts and survived? I don't believe it.
Old friends, I'm glad to see you. This is very important to me.
I'm just sorry I missed all the action. It looks like you could have used another hand or two.
Bum nog and hands. I think it's an obsession.
My husband cared about Kurog in his own way. I know he shouldn't feel this way.
Thank you for gathering, everyone. It's important that they're all here to see what happens. We proceed with the funeral. The ceremony is as much about Kurog and the others. Don't worry. I'm not planning anything as audacious as Kurog. Everyone in the city has a choice to make. I can't forget even if I wanted to. But we need to move forward. Today tests our resolve. We have lost friends, allies, and the one responsible for all this. We've gathered to honor him. Some of you question the wisdom of that, but we need to see the Orsimer in a new light. We need to respect and honor each other. That starts today. Even a good orc can fall prey to ill-conceived notions. We need to bury the past with the king and look to the future. Outsider, step forward. Your help has been invaluable and I want you to be a part of this. Please, light the first torch. We ignite these fires to remember Kurog's true goal. Unity for the Orsimer people. Instead, we have clans without chiefs. A city without a king. We will support these people. Guide them. We must look to tomorrow. Outsider, light the second torch. It will burn away the past and guide us to the future. Remember the Kurog who was. Strong, confident. A king who cared about his people. We will carry on that legacy, offering help, but never forcing it upon anyone, much to my regret. The clan chiefs have asked me to take on the mantle of King of the Orsimer. To this request, I have cautiously agreed. We cannot be seen as weak and leaderless to the rest of the world. I shall uphold Kurog's dream, but I will avoid his ambition. We shall stand together as the new, say your farewells, then return to the keep. We must put this darkness behind us and celebrate a new day.
I'm glad you're here.
Does
Will you
priests
return to Black
appreciate
Marsh, my
Rigard's
friend?
gift? Too long,
Or
that's
do
for
you
sure.
have another
The finest
destination in
Lord
mind?
spices
Shield
and...
wife to a king.
As long as it's not
Well,
here.
you
I'll
probably
go
don't
wherever
want to
the
know
current
about
takes
me.
me.
And...
Are you sure this is safe to eat? I'm not sure I even know what this is.
Thanks for the offer, but I can't. Not after everything that's happened.
I understand. Thank you for everything you've done, little elf. I shall miss you.
You're leaving too? I can't blame you. Not that well, all things considered. When I saw the High Priestess's body just lie, I'm not sure. I might return to Valenwood, see my family. I'm kind of missing. Yeah. He wanted me to stay and help train the Orc Guard. I'm not sure. I might return to Valen. There's so much I want to tell you. Tempting. But I need to find my own way for a while. But no.
Your courage and resilience in the face of adversity. I haven't been king long enough to form an opinion. I hope the crown isn't as heavy as Kurog made it look. Stay as long as you want. But as king, I need to continue. And there's enough of them. Orcs have no concept good. I knew you would.